let's go do the secondary objective, something like that, right? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Maybe I just stop jumping. It's fine. Wait, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. I forgot to put my compass again. Because for the moment I only have one monitor, and the other one I still need to install. For the time, because I can't see the timer in game set. It's okay. First object.
Jensen. Hope you're not here
Back in this one.
It's just embarrassing, really. Like anyone can walk into the precinct.
I'm trying to remind people that the only way they can get in touch with me is by online interactive streaming.
There's nothing here.
So
I guess I don't need to be here.
but don't get your panties in a bunch if you get hung up on. We detect even the slightest suspicion of what we have to shut down the world order in there.
Alright. The next spot.
I wouldn't loiter around here.
I'm not loitering. I'm helping you guys. I don't even know. Anyway, down in the sewers I go. Oh yeah! Holy shit. That's lucky 2 times. I need that one, but he doesn't want me to kill him. I might not kill him. That's the way to take him down. Fucking secretary. Rise up, brothers and sisters. The state's grip may be tightening around people's necks, but it can choke everyone. The gang war load is being provoked by the government to distract people from the nuclear silos they are building below our feet. FEMA is a new intelligence wing of the Department of Defense, but I'm a part to repair them. Oh yes. I have liberated explosives for the cause. Join me and help me strike a blow against the government and the neo-fascist foot soldier. Together we can shape this once great nation. Wow. Oh shit. I need to hack it. And you're hacked.
Access granted.
No police station, I cannot go. Trouble. It's dangerous, of course. If that turns around, I'm dead mate. Anyway. Back away. Back away. But I'm happy that's done. I can move on to the next bit.
I'm trying to remind people that the only way they can get in touch with me is by
Dude,
online
just save your
interactive
asses.
streaming. We'll stream
Shouldn't be
through
thankful to me?
I wouldn't loiter around here if I were you.
No, I guess not. I do whatever I am. Adam Jesus, I do whatever I want. Anyway, moving on. And I'm going back to this guy, get my money, and I'm moving on. Hey guys. Seems everyone is stuck here. Except me, of course. I'm not stuck. I'm just trying to escape.
This isn't happening.
And I see so much to do, so little time. People! Why are you so far? Anyway, I fixed your damn mess. It's all done.
I really appreciate you helping us out, Adam, but we're running out of time. We gotta find White before he blows something up.
We're in the clear. I left White unconscious in the sewers under the precinct.
Thank God. The chief finally took me seriously and is sending some men to help out. We'll take it from here.
Great. Anything else?
Yeah, like we talked about. Here's your cut of the Deadpool bounty. I threw in a little something extra for bringing him in alive. It's good to know you're still one of the good guys, Jensen.
By the way, Nikki, White's bomb wasn't even explosive. It was a gas bomb. I managed to disable it, but you might want to get a disposal team down there to do a proper sweep and clean.
Ah, shit! I totally forgot about that. I'll get EOD on it right away. Last thing we need are more casualties. Man, I'm sure glad I bumped into you tonight. You're gonna have to let me buy you a pint down at Maggie's sometime. If I hang around you long enough, maybe some of that famous Jensen swagger will rub off on me.
Yeah, we'll do that sometime. Take care of yourself, Nikki.
Nora 92 to Central. Come in, Central. Over.
Nora 92, this is Central. Over.
That code 10 I called in earlier is actually gas ordnance. We need EOD down there for cleanup, stat. Tell first response to keep their hands off, and we should quarantine the block just to be sure. Over.
10-4, Nora 92. Thanks for the heads up. Stand by for updates. Central out.
Thanks for trusting me, Jensen. I won't forget it.
I hope so. I really hope so that you don't forget. Because if you forget it, I'll remind you. Really, come on. Jump, jump, jump. Next. I guess next is going to that other parking lot. Everything you do before will change now. Is this just made before? Will change a little bit now. You'll see what I mean later. You will see what I mean later. Down we go. Up. In we go.
Shut up! You deserve all you're gonna get.
What'd I do?
Move. And you'll give me a nice excuse to mess you up.
The city's in flames and your whack ass couple go arrest you, tag.
Just because there's a riot doesn't mean it's suddenly legal to start spreading the gang signs all over the city.
Yep. I've been here already. Where the hell? Okay, so what now?
You sure you closed the door?
Yeah. Of course I did. What do you think I am? Idiot?
You're not gonna make me answer that, are you?
You sure you closed the door? I don't think you closed the door, dude. It's that side. Okay. That guy. I don't trust this bit. Sorry.
Show yourself!
You know I'm going to find you. You're gonna die, cabrón.
Well done. Nice. This is the one that will change. I should have known that was there. I shouldn't take that yet. Hello, brother. I have told the old safe. I have had the old safe replaced. It was a poor design, and I didn't trust it, especially in this area. The new one's code is 5460. Don't be greedy. Ezekiel. That's the one that changed everything. I should have known it was a trap. No one leaves a praxis kit just for leaving a praxis kit there. What was that running? Was it what? That is one. Jump there. Oh wow. What did they say? 5463? Money. Oh, open. Get it. Please. Thank you. That's all I needed. That's one way to hide things.
Pritchard, looks like Sandoval's got a secret bunker. I'm gonna flush him out.
Let's hope he's still there.
Yo, if you in here, you better come out.
You high again?
I heard that. Come out. What's right, dude? Let's finish this!
Olé, nice. I ran too fast, a little bit too fast. Die hurt me. No, Citro was in helped me good. Let's say that. Like a wall hack. People there. Where's some people from the streets? The hell did he pay for all this? Weird. Whoa, that was almost. There you go. Oh, that's close. Some people there.
Fucking gunshots! Get help! Quiet. I think I heard something. Some fun!
What do you have coming now?
Hey, hey, get up!
Oh my god. Took care of everyone? I guess so. Alright. That's one way to do it. Hey Barkley, one of your guys took the goddamn lasers again. This is not a fucking toy. Hey, the code to disable the grid is A2818. Turn it off when these clowns are around. Setting this back up probably is a bitch. A218. Thank you. I'm already there.
And this is why I urge every member of my staff, every man and woman dedicated to the true mission of the Humanity Front, to do the same. Isaias, if you're watching this, I beg you, do not allow misplaced anger to destroy everything we have struggled to achieve.
It's over. He knows I can't come back from that.
Everybody knows, Sandoval. You can't hide from what you've done.
What I've done, Mr. Jensen. I spent years patching people back together from augmentation botch jobs and systemic organ rejection brought on by implants. And now, because of Bill's betrayal, I'll never practice medicine again.
You really want to help someone? Tell me where Sarif scientists are.
I wish I could, Mr. Jensen. But my involvement ended right after I failed to remove their GPLs.
You failed?
Turns out, my surgical skills weren't good enough to bypass David Sarif's insurance policy. So for all I know, those little implants are broadcasting right now. On a frequency so low your network specialist wouldn't think to look for it.
You changed the frequencies.
You have your answers, Mr. Jensen. And I've lost all of mine. The courts may think I have much to atone for, but my court will be a higher one.
Why do they always think about suicide?
How about I take that gun with me when I go?
You got everything you came for. Please, just leave.
Believe it or not, I'd rather you didn't kill yourself.
That's because you have no idea what tortures I've endured. The guilt, the shame. I was told the scientists would be used to find a peaceful solution to the augmentation crisis. Instead, I was involved in kidnapping and murder. My life ended that night. It's time for me to go.
Think about it. Are you really in such a hurry to face that higher court of yours?
At least there are no lies before God. Did you see that abominable press conference? William Taggart all but accused me of terrorism. He claimed that all the violence committed in the name of our cause was the result of my influence.
So stay alive long enough to tell him your side of the story.
He already knows it isn't true. I trusted that man. For years I gave him loyal service, and he betrayed me. He sacrificed my freedom and good name to save the reputation of his organization. It's no use fighting him. He'll just spin it again. At least if I die, he'll never be able to use me again.
Look, I understand your situation better than you think. I quit the force because I couldn't stand what the people in charge were doing to it. But they went to the press and told them I'd been the problem the whole time. Power always sacrifices its subordinates to save itself. But you have my word. You can get through this.
I appreciate your faith in me, Mr. Jensen. And remembering that others have gone through similar events can be helpful. But is it enough? Early on, I decided my life's purpose was to help people. But I failed as a doctor. Because by the time I see augmentation patients, it's too late. So I went to Humanity Front. And that wasn't improving anyone either. I was an idiot to think this would turn out differently from everything else I've tried.
Tell me, what lesson are you teaching your kids by killing yourself? It's bad enough they're gonna find out you're a criminal, but you want them to be quitters too? Kill yourself now, and you'll be telling them it's okay to take the easy way out. I know you don't want that. So put the gun down. Show them by your example that you want them to grow up to be fighters.
You son of a bitch! Using a man's family against him! I deserve to die, you understand? I've earned it! God damn! But I can't let them repeat my mistakes. I can't. Take the gun. For their sake.
Oh my God.
Pritchard, get this. The GPLs are still transmitting. Sandoval switched them to a lower frequency.
But they could be broadcasting anywhere in the world. I don't have the type of equipment we'll need to find them.
It's our only lead, Pritchard. You have to do something.
I know. Listen. The riot's still blocking the street entrance. Head back to your apartment and Malik will fly you over. Maybe by the time you get here, I'll have figured out something.
I hope so.
Minutes ago,
Because we need
Zhao
it.
Yunru,
Anyway.
CEO of the Taeyong Medical Corporation, commented on the images.
I want the world to know that we at Taeyong Medical have not and never will condone these experiments. Practical shooters monthly. Future this month's hardback edition. We review the latest edition of a classic, the Strasjok Arms X-Bow compound crossbow system, and we ask if the silent kill is still the best. Live fire and analyze of the new modified SMG development for Germany's Bundesland SGSG 9 division. Columnist Rick tactical discussion the history of a masterpiece, the .357 pattern, gun control, managing recall through augmented cyber links for .50 caliber rounds and above. Our technology consultants looks at the next generation of non-lethal firearms, including the new gun out of Hong Kong's Connect technology, the pulsed energy projections on location. This month, we joined the Austin Police Department Hostage Rescue Unit to examine the latest advances in liquid matrix armor, skull gun, and other implanted firearms. Real fantasy or nightmare. OPOD, why is it wrong to have a flamethrower? Plus all of the usual columns. And you can go off. I'm reading. No better. The Myth of Human Augmentation by William Tagg. I found myself returning to a story that touched my life. A story of Ezekiel, a young man torn apart by the trauma of augmentation. A man I was lucky enough to be able to help. Ezekiel was a Marine who had been severely wounded in the Gulf. Believing he had something to prove, he asked to be augmented and returned to duty. But when his tour was over, the shock of his changed self sent him into a spiral of despair. He looked for death back home, and there our paths crossed. I was able to turn him around, to convince him to have his augmentations removed. After recovering in humanity from the clinic, Ezekiel was able to return to the man he'd once been, and became a model case for our group's beliefs. He was truly healed, not so much.
Please, I will not speak to you with that weapon in my face.
I have a weapon in my face? I don't have a weapon in my face. Dermal modification process. Darrow Industries developed studies 2019. The approach that Taeyong Medical Isolé and all the others are using is rude and unsophisticated. What we're discussing here is a method by which the skin of human being can be altered to resemble organic body armor. That's not to say like the hide of rhinoceros, despite whatever the advertising campaigns might say. The process is simple in logical terms. Although to the implantee, it's lengthy and I warrant quite painful, but in the end, no more demanding than the work of a cosmetic surgeon upon a vain patient craving looks good. A mesh of thin layered material is implanted directly below the epidermis. The armor per se is covered in AG loop coating that bonds directly to tissue without rejection, and once the skin is allowed to heal, it becomes a seamless part of the body. On the point of impact, the implanted skills will still break and suffer bleeding lesions, but the new armor layer beneath, a sandwich of carbon nanotubes floating in a skin-thickening gel, will absorb most of the impact, preventing, as it were, all but the most terminal penetration trauma.
You don't need to babysit me, Mr. Jensen. I have no intention of killing myself anymore. Nor will I resist arrest when the police arrive. I assume your people have already contacted them?
If they haven't yet, they will be soon.
Then go. Use the information I gave you to track down your scientists. With any luck, they will still be alive.
The men who kidnapped them, the soldiers?
I don't know who they were. Only last names. Barrett and Namir. I sensed they were highly trained professionals.
Working for who?
I didn't ask. My brother, Ezekiel, put them in touch with me.
Your brother? Not Taggart?
Bill wouldn't be so stupid as to get his own hands dirty. I see that now. He's like Teflon. Nothing ever sticks.
Okay. Now I can go now. The people's not gonna shoot me anymore. How the hell did you get the back way to get in here? Why you didn't give me the code for this one? Now I have to damn hack it. So it was actually going slow because of the computer, because it goes fast now.
Access granted.
Because it was because of Okay. I need to go. There's a ladder I need. Up we go. And here I am back in the States. Okay, so that's good. I have to go back to my apartment. And Malik flies me over. Nice. There's my apartment.
There's a serious charge.
We was being
Welcome
peaceful,
to the
man.
Detroit Automated
Why you gotta be so straight?
It's always straight. Anyway,
Thousands of angry
I will
rioters
leave
took to
this
the
for
streets
now.
in several cities
And I'll
this
continue
evening
next
after
time.
viewing controversial satellite footage uncovered by Picus.
Let me
Detroit, Toronto, Mumbai, and Rio de Janeiro all report violent clashes taking place outside the doors of such well-known biotechnology firms as Kusanagi, Isole, and
Access
Serif
granted.
Industries. The
Hi,
footage
the
sparking
mirror
the
you
riots
ordered for
appears
the
to show
10,000
scientists
battle
performing
rafting on
crude,
Razor almost 4 weeks
torture-like
ago. This
experiments
is your
on
last
teams of
command. If you don't
augmented
pick it up
super
right away,
soldiers.
we'll have to ship it back
Just
then.
minutes ago, Zhao Yunru, CEO of the Taiyong
you're
Medical
lying.
Corporation, commented on the image.
The mi-
Thank God Mr. Sarif sent some of his security
I don't know
here
how
to
it
watch the
happened.
building.
Not and never will condone
Anyway,
these
I'll leave this for next time. So I see you then.
This
Bye.
company
Have a nice
prides
day.
itself on maintaining a safe and